Hello everybody, Spellblade here, back with you for the second episode of Skyblock 101. As you can see, the island has had some changes. Yesterday I had an episode recorded. Unfortunately, apparently my recorder does not approve of full-screen Minecraft. So I pretty much just had a pause screen all the way through. This means that the epic battle between myself and the kite-eating tree is sadly lost, and so are some of the other things that I recorded, but some of that can be rectified. I'll just do a repeat of it today. So for the time being, we're going to focus on dealing with the somewhat improved cobble grinder, and we're going to go over how to build underneath your island using the lava trick. So that being said, let's go ahead and get things started. As you can see, I've got these trees growing here. This will be the last run for these trees, as I am moving the tree farm over to this platform. So, tip for those of you not wanting to have to deal with your own kite-eating trees: if you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, and at the 7th block high, put a line of blocks or a block over where you're growing the trees, you can actually stop the trees from growing too tall. This will keep you from getting the excessively large trees that will drop everything you want to keep off the side of your small islands. We've got some food growing here. Finally, need to take care of that weed. We'll just throw that seed there. Okay, so we're going to have to build a second version of the cobble grinder. It shouldn't be too hard. I will just grab my buckets so that we can move everything down. Raining again. Doesn't it figure? Alright, so let's get some cobble. We will head down the ladder. This lovely second area I was working on here will do just fine for moving the cobble grinder. So let's cover that. Now, the new cobble grinder is 5 by 5 and it's 3 tall. So, just put the torch in the corner. Don't need to put all of the blocks in the corners because two of them are going to have to be open. This is actually a 2-man grinder, but it's quite effective for making a fast cobble run. And I'm going to open it up on this end for moi. So we'll build up this side here, and we'll build up this side. first. Otherwise you just have the lava running all over the place. Nice and pretty. Little falls. And then cobble in the middle. Or lava in the middle. Ta-da! And that is our somewhat improved cobble grinder. Now I will give you a demonstration of how much faster that this works as compared to the basic one that we were using in the first episode. The awesome thing about this one is that loose cobble, for the most part, flows right to you because of the water. If it doesn't flow to you, then it will flow to this other side, where you can pick it up. And you want a bit of a wide space around it because it will also fling cobble out. So you're going to have bits and pieces of cobble all around the outside here. But it's quite handy, quite serviceable. You don't need two people, it just helps. Back up we go. We can tear down this other one. No point in wasting resources. Minecraft 1.8 has now been released, and I have mixed feelings about it, but everybody else seems to be extremely excited for it. I just, I like my villagers the way they are. I don't like them messing with my villagers. Oh, no, wait, right there. I don't like them messing with them. That'll be good enough for light, at least for now. I hope. Okay. I also set up the start for the cactus growing here. It will get moved because this is just, no. I don't like having cactus where I can run into it. I'm sure a lot of other people will agree. Fence post, automatically break it off. Torch on top of the fence post. I layer my cactus farms usually, and the torch helps, with keeping mobs out of my farm. It also, a trick that a lot of people don't know, handy trick that you can find useful. You can stick blocks up against a torch. Great for if you need to put a gap between blocks. And then you can just break the torch and you have a gap between blocks. It's a trick that I've used myself a lot, and my phone is ringing. Why is my phone ringing? I don't know that number. Okay. Well, it looks like we've got some trees growing pretty good over there. But yeah, if you're like hanging by your fingernails on the side of your build and you need a block just out, you can throw a torch on there, stick the block to the torch, pick up your torch, good to go. Okay. crafting well, no, we're going to keep that because we have plans for the next layer of the island. So we have to go and get that lava again. That's okay, it's a multi-purpose item. Grab the lava, grab the water, and just to avoid the potential of mobs, we'll just put that there. Okay. I grabbed extra cobble, didn't I? Yes, I did. But I forgot sticks. Oh, great. Now I'm thinking of the crudes. I can get a stick! Between these. So right here is where we want to put our lava. And just like last time, waiting for the lava to fall. Boring. We'll fast forward through this and I'll start talking again when it's all the way down. Well, actually, when the water hits. Okay. Threw down the torch because I want to get a ladder, or some ladders, before we go heading down that way. Looks like we got food ready here. I guess the wheat wasn't ready. Either that or I missed it. Oops. No harm, no foul. I have food. Alright, we got 2 stacks of cobblestone. That will only give us 3 ladders. Let's see if we can do a little better than that. Oh, another little trick. If you're having to put a lot of stuff that's the same item on the crafting grid, if you want to do just one item per space, hold down your right mouse button and mouse over those, and it will evenly run it across. If you want to do even division of the full stack that you've picked up, the left mouse button, and any excess will stay picked up by your pointer. Just a handy little technical trick there. I'm not sure how known that one is. Just a handy little thing. And of course, I came down the stairs and didn't bother making the actual ladders. Well, here's hoping I don't wind up needing... should have put the buckets away. Never carry everything with you. Good, okay. space between my floors, that way I can do double floors. And as you can see, it's just that simple. From there, you can set up your means of transport back and forth between the floors, and then just come back and mine that column the rest of the way down, and do /is space home to get back to your main island. This is where I will be building my ladder. So definitely want to fill this floor out a little bit. Ta-da! Just that simple. Always make sure to light the area you're working on, by the way. You really don't want to come back down into the arms of a creeper. But hopefully, this will help. It's going to be a bit shorter this time because we've covered two very important things concerning building your island. I'm going to try and not have excessively long tutorials, just try and get straight and to the point when it comes to the actual building portion. And over time, once I've shown you how to get yourself an established island where you can support yourself, my intention is to move things over to the actual server itself. That way I can start going into tutorials on how to make shops on your island, how to use the buyback at the spawn shop to your advantage, just general things like that. But hopefully this is helpful for you, and I hope that you are able to use the tips that I've shown you. I apologize about not being able to show you the epic battle of myself versus the kite-eating tree. Maybe at some other point we'll have another kite-eating tree and I can show you the epic battle then. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the tutorial or if you learned something from it, please go ahead and give me a like. A subscription would also be very much appreciated. If you want to come and hang out with me, I can be found on the Choicecraft network on the Skyblock server. You can get there with play.choicecraft.net, or if you want to do a direct connect to the server itself, just do skyblock.choicecraft.net. We have helpful players, very friendly. Some of them have some amazing and very beautiful islands. And I hope to see you soon. Happy mining and take care.